Welcome back to the JDA show. We are back after a couple weeks hiatus due to the coronavirus.
Social distancing.
Social distancing. We're still 6 feet apart. I got
Absolutely.
RJ in front of me, Jesse to my right. How you boys doing? How you boys
Good.
feeling?
What's going on,
Happy
everybody?
to be here. Happy for some
to be
normality.
back. Feels good to be back,
Happy
right?
to be healthy. Happy to be back.
Yeah.
It's been a
About
while.
an hour to just, tune out everything else that's
Right?
happening in this
Listen,
world.
I've missed doing this.
I have too.
So, on the JDA show today, we're mixing it up a little bit and talking Boston sports.
Absolutely.
We're going to go through a little bit of discussion with the Patriots draft, a little bit of what we think Boston sports are going to look like in the 2020s, top Boston sports moments in the past 20 years. Each going to bring a little bit of some off-topic discussion. We're also going to be talking some Boston championships that we've been spoiled with.
Blessed with.
And at the end of the episode, an all-time Boston sports athlete draft.
Should be fun.
Which the results will be posted on Twitter if you can vote on that.
Absolutely.
When we get to it, that'll be nice.
Excuse me.
By the way, draft 6 days away. Something to look forward to.
Isn't that-
What
NFL
I
draft.
so
that
okay
crazy
so
that they're
I'm
still
not
having the
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what's going on with the draft. Is it all
I think it's going
virtual?
all virtual. Everyone's going to be on at their own. Like Belichick has to be by himself at his house or wherever he wants, and everybody is in their own separate areas. There's no.
God, I feel bad
everyone's-
for anybody who distracts Bill that night when he's at home by himself in this dungeon,
People are afraid that it's going to get hacked. Like, that's a real bet on Bovada. Is the
Wow.
NFL
Imagine
draft going
someone's
to get hacked?
draft pick gets hacked. They say so
That's
nobody
hilarious.
If
Yeah.
everybody's on Zoom, like, I could see a webcam being hacked, potentially. It's maybe a bet that you might
That
want
would
to
be
make.
funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Betting is slow nowadays, so you
Any-
gotta
bunch of
take
good-
any
hey,
action.
there's
take
some
any
good
action
prop
you can
bets
get.
for the draft. So, do they think the Patriots are going to take a quarterback?
Yeah, RJ, jump right into it.
Do
Why
I
don't
think
you
they're going
why don't
to?
you start it off? Yeah.
So, I don't think they're going to.
I don't either.
I
However,
actually don't think so.
I think if the right guy in the right situation, the Patriots have no second-round draft picks. So, I mean, I know that people keep throwing this rumor around about Tua. They can't trade up for him because they don't have the assets to do it. They don't have very many good young players.
So you're saying if maybe some first-round talent fell to like the third or fourth round, you'd see them maybe
Yeah.
pulling
see,
the trigger?
but like I feel like I see so many weird trades happen that like DeAndre Hopkins going for what he went for.
Yeah.
And I feel like every year there's probably 4 or 5 trades that just don't make sense to like the common
He went.
fan,
Wait.
the
He
common
went
viewer.
for. He went for what?
Right. So like I feel like the Patriots could potentially get a higher draft spot if they package like their third round pick, their first round pick, and then like some weird player that we don't even know
And
of.
if they are going to be an opportunity to trade up like for Tua or some quarterback, they're going to have to drop outside the top 10. And most people don't see Herbert or Tua dropping below 6 or 7. They have each of them, one of them going to the Dolphins, one of them going to the LA Chargers.
Do you? This might be an unfair question, but do you know who's in the top 10 for picks? Like,
I mean, I know
as far as teams, do they all need a quarterback? Or
No, so it's
The
so like
Bengals need a quarterback.
yeah, so
right.
they're going to go
so
Burrow.
Burrow's gonna go.
The Dolphins need a
And
quarterback.
the Chargers do. So I think 2 through 5, there's probably not going to be a quarterback that gets picked.
Okay.
And then at 6 and 7, and then after that, it's like a couple teams that don't need a quarterback. Jacksonville, which is like kind of in,
I guess some are. Yeah, Gardner
Who's their
Minshew.
quarterback?
Gardner Minshew.
So it's
Oh.
really it depends what they think about it.
They kind of
That
like
guy-
him
that
over in
guy's got a huge
Jacksonville,
dick.
from what I hear. That he's going to be their starter.
I like
going forward.
Gardner
Nah,
Minshew.
I think he's just. He had that fucking get up with his face and hair, and everyone was like Gardner
Fine,
Mania.
He's got the it
I think he
factor.
averaged like 200 yards a game.
He's got the it factor.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, he wears the jorts. That's what it was. It was
Hell
all
yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy that you could have in your beer chugging corner, and you know that he would.
Speaking of trading up for a quarterback, I don't think the Pats are going to trade up for. Well, trading up for Tua more specifically, I don't think it's going to happen. News just broke of his poor Wonderlic test. For those of you who don't know, they put every possible draft prospect through this thing called the Wonderlic test. It's a 50-question multiple choice thing, and it's based off of math, vocabulary, and reasoning.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
What?
it's been going on for years. It's a big part of the draft. So it's
Vince Young got a solid 6.
the top score you
Brady
can
was
get
like a
is
35.
Is that good?
top score is a 50.
Yeah. 35 is good.
Tua got a 13.
So 6 isn't good.
Tua got a 13. No, those are horrible scores.
Like you said upstairs, Lamar Jackson also got 16.
It's a measure of
No,
their
I'm
intelligence.
almost joking, but
much.
I'm sure Bill Belichick, if any coach is going to look into a Wonderlic score, it's Belichick.
Well, does that really matter? I feel like if Cam Newton were to take that test,
Well,
and
I mean-
I don't mean any disrespect towards anybody, but Cam Newton doesn't come across as the most intellectual person in.
Well, he didn't
in
get a
all of
13.
sports.
He didn't get a
Well,
that
do you
bad
know
of a
his
score.
score?
No, but it's not a 13.
I'm just
if there's
saying,
any,
like,
if there's
it
any
doesn't- I
position
don't
where
thi- I
that
don't know
does
if it-
matter.
It's quarterback.
Yeah.
It's quarterback.
Because
That's why I think they do
reasoning
look
is a
at it.
third of the test. It's not just like math and
I understand.
I think it's just testing someone's intellectual level
Yeah,
to
it's
see
like
how
a-
much knowledge they can gather.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
they're
like
gonna
a small IQ test.
pretty much.
And turns out Tua has a very
Yeah,
low
like
IQ.
where would like Baker Mayfield fall? I feel like Baker Mayfield's a
Sure,
fucking
he'd
idiot
be able
too.
to pull a 25,
I
20.
think he got a 20 something there. It's talking about on the radio.
Hey, you
But
got a
would
hair
you-
on your chin. You want to just go like this? Get that off.
Sure,
Thanks.
buddy.
Would you
wanna
would
get it
you
for me?
guys trade up
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Tua? Would you do it? Are you would you want them to do it? Or you don't want anything
No,
to do
I
with
actually
them?
don't want to. Now that I know he got a terrible Wonderlic score, my notion that he was a bonehead is kind of proven true because I don't know if you've probably heard of it. They were in a meaningless regular season game, Alabama was, and they were up by maybe 30, 40 points. Saban goes to take out Tua, and mind you, this is like their last game of the season. And Tua's like, no, I want to finish this drive because he's in the Heisman hunt at the time. So he convinces Saban to let him stay in. And then he breaks his hip or does something tragic to his hip, and he's out for the year.
Yeah,
and it's
I
just
didn't know the background. To
it's
that.
a bad,
Okay,
it's
but
a very bad
that
look.
that has nothing to do with a player's intelligence.
Well, I mean, the
granted, yes, he should have.
the smart guy would just listen to his coach.
Understood,
You know, maybe.
but like
I'm
that,
just saying.
that injury could have happened
Also-
in the first quarter of that game.
Are you more worried about the injury or the Wonderlic?
Honestly, I'm more worried about the injury, a hip
Yeah,
injury. We
yeah,
know
I am
that
too.
IT had a. But hey, one more thing on Tua. We know Saban and Belichick are tight. I could see this being a situation where Belichick maybe asks Saban, like, is he worth trading up for? And Saban's kind of like, great guy, I wouldn't trade up for him.
Yeah, that's a
type
good.
deal.
They've definitely talked. They did
Yeah.
a whole documentary
Yeah.
together. So Belichick knows if he's the real deal.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is shoot Saban a call.
Yeah, and Saban probably communicates with him on levels that he doesn't with other people. But that's enough Tua talk, I'd say.
What are some positions you think you
Running
like to see him
back.
focus on?
Running back, huh?
Yeah.
That was
Really?
yeah.
So
the
you really
last
don't
one.
like Sony Michel?
I'm not sold on Sony.
You're not
I
sold on
like
that
him.
backfield of Sony and James White?
Listen, I love James White. I don't know how old James White is, but it doesn't
like
seem,
30.
Listen,
The age doesn't matter with him yet.
well, I mean, 30 is.
No, I'm just saying, like, he hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. He doesn't get injured. I don't
But
think...
he wasn't. He was not featured at all in this offense. Well, I mean, I don't want to say at all, but
He didn't have a great. I feel like he could have been.
I feel like they use him when they need to. That's why that one,
Yeah,
not
but-
last year, but the year before,
He's
he had
their
those
blanket.
inflated stats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. I'm not sold on Sony. I guess there are probably other positions that need to be
They're my two
that
positions.
need more attention than running back. But I'm thinking at this point, like, you got to give as many weapons as you can to Jarrett Stidham if he's going to be your starting quarterback. You know what I mean? And a good running game can help a rookie quarterback immensely.
Well,
They might really try and like pound the rock like with the run game.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
Season.
saying.
They
Yeah.
could.
So running
but Sony
back
Michel
or
can
offensive line.
do that. Yeah, I was gonna try and say that before you did. My top position is O line. Because what good is getting a running back without the O-line?
Right.
And I think with a solid O-line, Sony Michel's proven that he can produce.
Yeah.
And he needs a good
Case in point
fullback.
is rookie
I don't
year.
know what the situation with James
Oh,
Devlin
come on.
True,
is.
true.
Fullback.
Well, any fullback.
This isn't like
He didn't. Dude, look
2002.
how bad he was this
Yeah,
past season
but
with no O-line and no
That's
fullback.
one sample season.
No.
If he was to do bad another year with no fullback, then
I
I'd say he
agree
needs
with
a
the
fullback,
offensive
but-
line because
For a
think
first-round pick for a guy that needs a fullback and a guy that needs a good offensive line,
Well, I don't know. He needs a
he
fullback.
can't. He can't catch the ball. Like he was not first-round value.
Well, it
Who,
was
Sony?
still a 2-year sample size,
You
and he
can't-
had
yeah,
he
you
had
can't
one
say
good.
it.
He had 1 year where he was worth the first round, and a second year where he wasn't. So I guess this year will be telling.
think about
So,
Dak,
do you think he is?
Dak
the
and
real
Zeke.
deal?
I mean, the real deal.
No,
No,
I mean like, do you?
yeah, I think he can be that guy for the Pats for another 3,
Sony?
4, 5 years. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
and I think
I
this
really
year will
don't
be the most telling if he folds again this year, and if he's able to come back and have
He looked bad.
if he was
this
able
year.
to come back and have a good year, like even 1,000 yards, 6, 7 touchdowns next year, wouldn't that speak to his his mental
Yeah, of
toughness
course,
too.
of course. I'm just saying,
Everyone
like he
shits on him.
didn't. He had a relatively decent offensive line to work with this year, and he still had Tom Brady under center. He
I don't
still
know about
David
relatively
Andrews.
decent. I would
That's
say a
another
below.
big-
I would say a below average.
below
line,
average, really.
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I admit if you look at the stats, it wasn't good.
And Marshall Newhouse, just know
Yeah.
that he
Oh
played
yeah,
big
that
minutes.
was bad. I wonder if there's rumors they might shuffle, like they might take a left tackle because Isaiah Wynn, when he was healthy, played on the outside.
Fine
That
with
they might
that.
shuffle him in to the guard because he came out of college as a guard / tackle, and then draft.
I mean,
an
you could
offensive
really
tackle.
stick that guy anywhere on the line, and
He can stay healthy.
He's going to be
though.
strong.
That's another
in any
first round
position.
pick that cannot stay healthy. I have a quick Patriots quarterback take.
All right, let's hear it.
So they cut Kessler, so it's just
Hoyer
Stidham
and
and Hoyer.
Yeah,
I think that they're going to at least bring a third quarterback in the camp.
I agree, but
it's
it's
not
probably
gonna
going to be
be-
like a late round pick.
So it's not going to be Winston or Newton. I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah,
If the Patriots don't take a quarterback, first 3 or 4 rounds, Joe Burrow is obviously going to get picked by the Bengals. And what happens next?
Andy
They
Dalton.
cut Andy Dalton. I'm telling you, there's a good chance Andy Dalton could be on the
listen,
Patriots.
I don't mind
I
seeing the
actually-
Red Rocket.
I actually
around.
changed my mind on it. I saw him throwing balls into his little net with his kid and wife the other day. I think
Softened up on him.
Dude, right
Yeah.
now,
I think he could be all right. For
Right
us.
now, would you say Andy Dalton is a better quarterback than Jared Stidham?
I mean, yeah, because you don't have anything on Stidham.
of course. Would you say he's a better quarterback
Yeah.
than Brian Hoyer?
Yes, I would much rather.
So
have
then,
him
by
play
that
quarterback.
logic, wouldn't you rather see Andy Dalton starting quarterback for you next
Well,
year?
not
I
necessarily.
would.
It's either if
Out of those 3 options,
Hashtag anybody but Hoyer.
I would be okay with Stidham just
Anybody
because
but
we're
Hoyer.
trying to.
Yeah.
If it was a developmental year for Stidham, I wouldn't mind throwing him into the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
if I had to
I would gladly sacrifice the season. I
I don't even know if it's sacrificing the season. but
right, but like I would be content with going
Having a
8 and
shitty
8,
offense.
9 and 7
Letting him
with the Red Rocket.
Over
Under
under
center.
8.5 wins. Vegas set the line for the Patriots wins this season.
8.5
Over.
Yeah, and winning the division. Even though some people think
I'd
Buffalo,
still have the Bills winning
Buffalo's
the division.
Still gonna win.
no chance,
Dude.
no chance.
Okay,
Shout out,
all right,
shout out, Uncle Zach, big Bills fan.
Fanboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that just shows I can do it all. I can go both ways.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
can.
I think they have to focus in on the tight end position. They have no tight ends.
I have a tight end as my player. I want them to take
None.
actually.
You have one from in college?
Yeah. For
Let me hear
one
it.
of our Thaddeus Moss, Randy Moss's son from LSU, the
Yeah.
tight end. That was one of your
That's a
guys.
fanboy take.
Oh, you think?
Okay, listen, no.
He was
but,
solid.
Like, if you saw Thaddeus Moss
I heard
play,
he's slow.
He's not the best blocker. Andy is a little slow, but he's big body.
What tight end is lightning quick?
Gronk can move. Gronk can
Yeah,
move. Aaron
okay,
Hernandez.
Gronk. Yeah, the
could
great-
move.
the-
He's got
greatest
the
tight
genes.
end of all
He's
time.
got the genes. He's got those Moss genes. No, I mean, honestly,
That would be
I think
cool.
I'd be lying if I said I had a lot of information and knowledge on this year's draft. So I did do some
No,
research
I have nothing.
to get Thad, and I watched him in the national championship. He caught a
But
touchdown.
listen, like with the last few years that Tom Brady has been playing quarterback, he's not the same quarterback he was in 07, 06. Around that time period when he was airing the ball out to Randy Moss. What made Tom Brady so good the last 5 years that he's been playing for the team was that they've drawn up offenses and given him weapons to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. That includes Gronk, Edelman, guys running up the middle of the field, quick little slant routes. A tight end is a rookie quarterback's best friend.
yeah, it is. Speaking
So-
of their style of offense over the last maybe since the Hernandez Gronk years where they changed their offense to really dipsy doodle dump downs. I wouldn't mind now that Brady's gone. We don't have to protect our quarterback. Maybe seeing that offense evolve a little bit into a different type of offense. Not that.
That would really
Checks and
that would
balance
really
type
speak
offense.
to Bill's
And Josh
range.
McDaniels.
Yeah, their range of creativity.
Yeah.
To see what they can do. See if they're not just one trick ponies.
Well, I
kinda.
think there's rumors that McDaniels wants a mobile quarterback, and he's wanted one. So I can see that moving.
Cam Newton to New England confirmed if that's a true rumor.
I think he would already be here, but I wonder what's going to end up happening with him.
I could see
after
them.
the draft.
I know you said you think that ship has sailed. I think if that ship was ever going to sail, I think it would have come late in free agency where they've waited out everything. No one's really gave them any offers. So then those guys would be willing to come down. on their contract. But
I mean, if they're gonna come here, it's got to be a team friendly deal. We have no cap space.
Isn't every guy who comes here on a team friendly deal?
Well,
Fine. When they want money, Belichick kicks them out the door.
Whatever, dude. Come play for the Patriots on a team friendly deal, or sit on your fucking couch and watch the season by yourself.
I mean, he'll go somewhere regardless. But yeah, I agree with that.
A tight end that I was reading about is Adam. I don't even know how to say this guy's last name. Troutman. He's from Dayton. He's 6'5", 255. He's a big dude. He won some award in the I think Dayton is in the A10. Could be wrong. That's a guy I read up on that I like what I see. And then I think they need some. They lost Kyle Van Noy and Jamie Collins. They need an athletic linebacker.
I had D-line on my thing.
Yeah,
too.
so I Zach Brown from Wisconsin. He actually is in Mel Kiper's like mock draft as who the Patriots are supposed to take.
Todd. Let me tell you about Zach Brown.
Is that like a Todd McShay?
No, it was a Mel Kiper, right? A Mel Kiper impersonation.
Well, was he like talking to Todd McShay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a quarterback.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
You got it.
A quarterback, Jacob Eason. I don't know if you've seen his name get thrown around.
Is it Eason or Easton? I've heard. I think it might be Eason because I have heard of that last name.
Easton?
Yeah, but I've heard of the last name.
By the way, I don't mean to break topic, but I keep hearing like some guy on the local radio refer to Jared Stidham as Jared Stitham, and it's driving me.
Is it Ordway?
Ordway's fucking wall. No, it's not.
Ordway's got a lisp.
It's on.
No, it's Haywood. Ordway's is Haywood. Gordon Haywood.
Gordon Haywood.
Well done.
Short
team is Gordon Haywood is not doing anything.
Ordway's an absolute buffoon.
He actually, out of all the quarterbacks in the draft, scored the highest in the
Wonderlic,
and that just speaks Belichick.
It does.
And he's like a system type
Is
guy.
he white?
That he's from a system. He's not this raw guy.
Is he white?
You know what we should do?
Yes, I believe so.
Right,
he's from Washington.
I'm just kidding. All this Wonderlic talk. We should get one of their. We should get one of their past years, and we should all take it and see who gets the best score.
I'm gonna embarrass myself. You don't want to know my SAT grade. Probably start feeling kind of bad for me.
Come on. Yeah, you know.
No, that would be fun. I'm just nervous that I would come off as, like a fucking idiot or something.
Are you guys worried about Belichick's recent draft struggles? You think there's pressure on?
No, because Belichick has not been good. Yes, because Belichick has not been good in the draft ever.
No pressure.
When was the last time Belichick drafted a good player?
He's
a good player.
Belichick doesn't feel pressure, and he doesn't feel in-house pressure.
I'm saying, should there be like some pressure?
You think pressure would be warranted?
He needs it. He needs to draft well if they're going to win the division. He needs to find some rookies that are going to immediately help this team.
I think he still had. I know he's had some draft flops, but he still has good drafts. I don't think there should be pressure.
Yeah, I feel like the good drafts that he has come from people that he doesn't expect to be as good as they are. You know what I mean? They're people who kind of show up and like explode.
Yeah, he coaches up guys is what he does.
Sure.
And his mistakes as a GM he's made up for him as a coach because he can coach guys up.
I don't know. I've never been impressed with Belichick as.
I went over the last 10 or so drafts. The last 5 drafts, they had 43 picks. And I went through each pick, and I found that he maybe had 7 good picks. And a couple of them were like 43? Jacoby Brissett out of 43. So I don't know the percentage on that.
You have some names?
7 out of 43, that's about.
But they were good picks.
Yeah.
Joe Tooney was a good pick. Shaq Mason was a good pick.
20%.
Jimmy Garoppolo was a good pick. I don't think I had 2014 in there. But yeah, those are some of the guys that were good. I mean, I didn't put Sony Michel or Isaiah Wynn as good picks yet because they're not first round value. But I think he's due because if I'm gonna pick them to win the division, I need Bill the GM to have a good draft, and I think he is gonna have a good draft. This is his year. He just got rid of the greatest quarterback of all time. He's motivated.
He didn't get rid of him.
He kind of he didn't want him back.
Okay.
I think, but that's a story. We don't got to get into
we won't get into it.
A whole Tom Brady. But you guys don't think? No pressure.
Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think he deserves to have any pressure on him there.
Who's getting that next chip?
Yeah, so Boston sports teams going into the 2020s here, turn of the decade. We're getting
new
old.
Era,
we're
new
getting
world
old.
order.
So who was the last team to win a championship for Boston? Was
Patriots.
Red Sox or Patriots? Both were 2018.
Patriots 2019 because it's February.
So right. Okay, so the Pats gave us our last ring. Who do you guys think is the next team to win a championship for Boston? I'll start with Andy.
I want to say Celtics, but I feel like the league is so competitive.
The league is so damn competitive.
But I feel like that's our best option. I would have loved to say the fucking Bruins if the season didn't get
That's
canceled.
my pick.
I have no idea.
That's what I was gonna have too.
I have no idea what's gonna happen with hockey now.
Especially not even.
Are they gonna go right? So
This is kinda-
I actually haven't been following this at all.
Well, they're talking about like these bubble cities. I don't know if
Manchester, New Hampshire.
that's exactly where I was going. That the commissioners already talked to
That's a
Governor Sununu,
As a-
whatever his name is, New Hampshire.
as a citizen. It's Chris Sununu. As a citizen, as a former temporary citizen of New Hampshire.
Didn't you legal vote in that state?
No, it was legal. But anyways.
Oh, hey, yeah, we don't have to bring that up.
But anyways,
We'll scrap that out.
That's the last thing the NHL wants is to bring the
you
NHL
been to
to Manchester. No, but I know a lot of people that are from Manchester.
Okay,
Nothing
so-
against it. I just don't think it would be the greatest fit for the NHL. But hey, speaking of the Bruins, who are my team to win the next chip, this hiatus and this break and potentially this season not happening and not finishing hurts them as much as any team in the NHL. They have so much older talent that's right on the cusp of like losing it.
Could be their last year.
It could be their last good run,
But they were playing at
It's
such a
gonna hurt
high.
them.
They were playing at such a high level before all this happened.
Yeah.
You could make the case that it could help them in some ways. That all
Well, if
the
they come
old
back.
players are getting the rest that they need.
Well, that's true, but that's only if they come back this year. If not, it's just a whole nother year of wear and tear and age.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm saying Bruins next ring within the next 2 years. Oftentimes you'll see a team make a championship game and they won't make it back the next year, but they have that 2 or 3 year window where they do make it back, and usually if they do make it twice, they're going to triumph again. I think the Bruins are the first team in
I'm
Boston
so
to
bummed
win.
that this happened. Like,
I
the
would.
Bruins this time
they
of
would
year.
be. This is like there's a year to get that one back. They left
Yeah.
on the table. And
Yeah.
honestly,
They
could
were so on
potentially-
pace for it,
dude,
too.
they were killing it. I mean, like
They were
granted,
going to win the President's Cup. They were going
were.
to have the best record in the
Yeah.
entire regular season.
Granted, they had moments of looking pretty weak, but
I mean,
Especially every time we tuned
ultimate-
in as a group. They would always lose.
They went
in
on
the
a
third.
little like 7-game losing stretch, but it seems like whenever they like went in a little like rut, they went back on track and put themselves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go full Patriots fanboy this episode. I
You
think
think
the
the
Patriots
Patriots
are gonna
are
win the next Super Bowl.
what, in 2029?
No, I think it could be in the next couple years. Belichick's still there.
Come on.
Well, you know,
I mean, I'm
RJ
not-
doesn't
I'm-
think that the Sox or Celtics
Dude, the
are winning this
Patriots
time.
I'm
are
not gonna pick
done.
No, the Celtics are my second team. I'm being a little reluctant
done.
not picking the Celtics.
All right.
But I'm not going to pick the Red Sox. I'm not going to pick
No,
the
fuck
Bruins
the Red
because I think
Sox.
the season's going to get canceled, and I don't know
The
how
Red
much
Sox
of a window
Yeah.
is open for them.
No, that's true.
It probably is.
Those
could be
Red
the
Sox,
Celtics.
those Red Sox of our lifetime from like 2004 on, they win a World Series. They have the cycle for 4 years. Where
Yeah,
they,
I mean,
they don't make the
you're
playoffs
right.
2 years. They
First
make it
to
2 years.
last.
You're
Then
right,
they win
yeah.
another title, and it keeps repeating.
Kinda
So I'd
like-
say they're due for
Kind of
another
like
ring by
the
2024.
kind of like the Giants back in like
Yeah, I
in-
mean,
like
for that-
I think they won in
2012.
2012.
No, they won in
finished in
08.
last.
Wait,
No,
we're talking
the
Oh,
Giants.
you're talking about the baseball
The
Giants.
San Francisco
Yeah.
Giants.
They won in 10,
They won in
12,
20,
14.
Yeah.
10, 12, 14.
And
but
probably
in,
didn't make the playoffs each in between.
In
games.
between those years, they finished last in their division.
Yeah, that's
so anything could happen with
Buster
with
Posey,
baseball.
one of the all-time great catchers. Just have to say that.
Like the Patriots, they dominated not even the last 10 years, the last 20.
20 years, yeah.
Do you see a Boston team that's going to like dominate these next 10 years? That's
No,
going to stand out
I
like
think
the Patriots?
I think our time of spoiled Boston winning is coming to an end, boys. I'm sorry to say.
Well, it's
The
not
way
gonna be
it
what
has
was.
been.
It's not
Listen,
gonna be
I
what it
understand
was.
it's title town, but like
We could win 3 or 4 in the next 10 years.
I don't. I
I
think
take it.
I
I
think
think
I think we
that's
have to.
not
I think we have to
impossible at all.
curb our expectations a little bit.
You want to hear my thing? So I'm saying no team is going to dominate their decade, meaning I don't think they're going to win more than one title. Maybe they'll have great success over the decade.
But won't get that second ring.
But my bold prediction is I think each of the 4 major franchises is actually going to win a title in 2020 through 2030. Yeah, I think the Celtics, the
Really,
Bruins.
you think you're gonna get one out of each
I do.
That
That's just,
didn't happen. That hasn't happened yet either.
Yeah, I just
in one decade?
the way
Nope.
it's all building up and happening, I could see the Bruins getting one early.
Oh, well, then,
The Sox and
if that-
Celtics
if
have
that
time, and the Patriots are going to
Jesse,
get
if
one
that-
this decade.
If that
They really
hasn't,
are.
They
if
are.
that hasn't
Belichick
happened,
in Belichick's swan
He's
song.
going to get one more.
Yeah.
He's going to get one more.
Belichick
I do think so.
wouldn't count on it.
You really are that down? Like, why don't you just... You got like a Buffalo's Bills fucking jersey on? under
Yeah,
that
I'm
hoodie?
Bill's Mafia, dude.
Yeah, you're probably a little Josh Allen. Bum.
Yeah,
That
I'm
dude
thinking
doesn't
about
even have a
fucking
brain.
breaking this table.
You don't
right
think
now.
Jesus.
you don't think
I'm
Belichick
gonna break
you know,
the mic.
I think Belichick will get one more before he retires.
I don't think the Patriots will win. I don't think that Celtics win. I don't think the Bruins win. I don't think the Red Sox
So
win.
You think the opposite of me? You don't think any
Yeah, I
team
don't
gets
think,
a
no
title?
titles.
You think Tatum's dominating the decade for Boston sports?
I mean, it depends what you mean by dominate the decade. Yeah, he's gonna be averaging really great numbers for the decade. Yes. So if you consider that domination,
I'd put Pasta in that category.
I had Tatum, Pasta as my two names.
Yeah.
But obviously there's honorable mention. You know, you got Xander. You got
Devers.
Devers is actually one I wanted to put up here.
Dude, Devers.
People may not think he's our top prospect going forward.
I'm
I
pretty
guess
sure.
he's not a prospect.
Didn't he
but
finish top 5 in the MVP voting last year?
Not quite.
Devers
I don't think so.
may have been top 10, but
Hey,
Either way, he's
regardless,
nasty.
dude, he had a nasty year.
Whoever is the face of whoever's the quarterback for the Patriots, I could see them being dominating the decade.
Maybe.
Belichick's help. Never know. What if Stidham is the guy? Then it's his city. It's his city.
Good luck taking it from Tatum.
I'm not buying that.
It's a Patriots city now. Celtics come second.
It's a
Third,
Patriots
Phil.
city now.
That's okay.
It's been a Patriots
The last
city.
20 years. It wasn't before
Yeah,
that. No
and
one
now
gave a
it's
fuck.
over. It's done. It's gone.
It's a Celtics.
You sound like
Get
me
ready.
months
Get
ago.
ready to see the Patriots suck. They're gonna be proverbial suck for the next
So you think
10
wait,
years.
so you don't think they're going to win the division? You think they're going to make the playoffs?
Oh, they might make the playoffs.
No, give me they might. Are they going to or are they not? Don't sit on the fence.
Okay, no.
No, okay.
No.
Jesse, in or out on the playoffs?
Pats are making the playoffs.
With the extra wild card
card.
spot too. They're
No,
in the playoffs.
there's enough talented teams in the AFC that they're not going to get into a wild card, and the Bills are going to win the AFC. I'm telling you. And I got to give this weird random shout out to my boy Zach Girardi. He's a big Jets fan. He thinks that the
I know
Jets.
Zach.
Yeah, you know Zach.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
Good guy.
He thinks that the Jets are going to be a team to be reckoned with in the next 2 or 3
They could be.
soon.
It
Listen,
depends
listen,
if Darnold
at least
and they surround
they have-
him with
they have-
Their
talent.
they have
coach is
a
an idiot.
that-
Adam Gase is a coked
Oh,
up
sorry.
moron.
Yeah, I forgot they have Adam Gase.
He's
as
got
the
to
head
go.
coach.
And then you're just furthering Sam Darnold's progression.
They
with
need to
this
go get a
idiot
former
coach.
Sam
quarterback
Darnold's
head
not a
coach.
bad quarterback though.
I don't think he's bad either, but you're like
In that system
limiting
with
his
that,
potential. That
yeah.
idiot.
Okay,
So
well,
you said that-
I'm sorry, Zach.
You said we've been rich as Boston sports fans. What are a few of your favorite moments in the past 20 years?
Jesse, you go. Name one.
So are we gonna name all 5, or are we just gonna
I'll
go?
just do a quick 5. If you have 5, quick rundown. We'll just go through
and
them.
we'll
Let's-
appreciate everyone's
Yeah,
5. We'll just
exactly. We don't
do
got to
that.
go into too
No.
much detail.
All right.
Everybody knows what
All
they
right.
are.
So in no order, I have the Malcolm Butler interception against the Seahawks,
You got
2014.
that.
I'm
Yep.
sure you guys do too.
That's all time.
Best plan.
So this isn't like what I think the most important moments of the sports decade are. It's my best moments personally. This is just huge for me. Paul Pierce game 5 3-pointer over LeBron James in the 2012 Eastern
They
Conference
lost
Finals.
the series though.
Yeah,
I
they
thought
did,
about
but
that shot.
That was just like they were all old. They had no business winning that series. Paul Pierce hits his dagger sick 3 over LeBron. They go up 3-2 going back to Boston. You think they have the series. And then my next was David Ortiz grand slam against Detroit
Had that
2013.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That was sick.
My next moment is Bruins versus Maple Leafs Game 7 comeback
too.
in
He's taking all the good
2013.
ones.
All time.
Down 3 goals in the third period for a chance at the semifinals, or the conference finals rather. Then my last all-time moment my last Boston sports moment of the past 20 years is the Celtics trading down in the 2017 draft, passing on Markelle Fultz, knowing LA would draft Lonzo Ball and securing Jason Tatum.
It's a good
True.
one.
Yeah.
So, just to mix it up a little bit.
2 that I didn't have.
That I did have.
Yeah, that I have that you didn't have. I had Dave Roberts steal second.
Great. Obviously,
Awesome.
iconic.
With Mariano Rivera holding him on.
Yep.
He threw over so many
3,
times.
4, 5
and that
times.
lead was just
Everybody in the stadium knew he was
Everyone in
gonna
the
steal.
world
Yeah.
knew he was stealing, and
Yeah.
the history was on the line.
Yeah.
and when
They
everyone
might not
knew
have
he was,
won yet.
when everyone knew he was stealing, he stole second on
Yeah.
Mariano Rivera.
It was close. It was close.
really close. Bang,
I'm
bang,
still not
play.
even sure that he was safe.
He may have been out.
That would have been
Yeah.
that would be challengeable. They would have challenged that.
Yeah.
And then I had IT drops 53 in 2017,
That was
and
cool.
I was at
After
that
his-
game. I was
oh,
at
yeah.
that game, and the Garden was rocking.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe it. Yeah.
Speaking of IT,
That was after his sister's death.
Yeah, it was that same series.
Yeah, I was gonna say the day that his sister died, he dropped 33.
Yep.
Was that against Washington too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was, but you guys pretty much got all of the ones I was talking about.
Really? Not a single one was left.
No, I mean the only other thing that I had on there was just like the 04 ALCS as a whole.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, and if you listeners out there got a couple that we didn't get to,
Yeah, we'd like
Tweet
maybe
us
we'll
out
put
on
that out
Twitter.
just an open tweet so
At the
everyone
JDA
can just
show.
get back at us. I mean, shit, so many
Okay, so
great moments.
so
there.
on that topic, what are we looking at?
I don't know what
You
are we
good?
looking at.
you have a stroke.
Yeah. Okay.
So Boston championships.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
what
if
I was
you-
gonna
Yeah,
get
okay.
to.
I don't know if you've seen those. Like, I don't know if we call them memes, but they've been going around. Pick 3.
Yep.
We've had, I don't know the exact number of championships.
Something
we've
like
had.
14, 15.
Countless. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just spoiled.
What 3 would you keep out of the Boston
Yeah, so it's like they
championships?
show it
Since
shows
01.
all the championships
Can I,
and so
can I
on.
start?
Yeah,
since you guys took
I'll go
all
last
mine.
since I got to go first there.
I'm taking the 2004 Red Sox.
And how
That's
about we
who-
just say
who
if
couldn't?
that's one of ours, we'll say it.
It's one of mine, not one of his.
Not one of mine.
Okay,
missing
04
something
Red
upstairs.
Sox. I got the 2014 Patriots.
I also
That's
have the
what I
2014
have.
Pats, the best
and
run
I
for
got
me.
the 08 Celtics.
We have the same
I also
3.
have the 08 Celtics. So I guess what needs to be said is I picked the 2013 title from the Red Sox over the 04 title for a few reasons. One, I mean, I was just more into that series. I was older. I was actually watching the whole thing in its entirety. I knew what was going on. I was aware of everything.
I'll admit I can hardly remember the 04 Celtics.
And then going back and
series.
diving into the 2013 playoff run, obviously you had that defining moment with the Ortiz Grand Slam against the Tigers in the ALCS. The whole backstory of that whole run is Boston strong. You know, they're rallying for the city. There's a lot of...
Which, I mean, we're coming up on the... I mean, we just passed it.
the
Yeah,
anniversary.
there's a lot of
7-year
emotion.
anniversary.
So there's a lot of emotion in that city at that
Yeah.
time, and they needed something like that. And then I really dived in, and I found out that they had 6 wins in that playoff run by 1 or 2 runs, and 10 games in that run were decided by 1 or 2 runs. So there's a lot of very close baseball. And you know, when the Sox played in 04, I know they swept the World Series, pretty boring. Like, what I don't know what happened. I forget what happened in the ALDS
They
in 04.
went. They beat Anaheim, I think, and it might have been in 5 or 4. I think Ortiz had a walk-off to
In
put
one of
them
the games?
through. So
Oh, yeah.
it was definitely against Anaheim.
So it wasn't a snooze fest, then, is what you're saying.
And they could have
Yeah.
even swept them. I couldn't get too long ago.
That's the only reason I picked 2013. Obviously, 04 is very monumental.
So, talking championships, what championship bothers you the most that you feel like Boston that we could have had?
So the criteria for this is not. It doesn't have to be they made it to the championship.
Yeah, it does. It
No,
should.
it doesn't. That
It
doesn't make
should.
any sense.
We're saying
That doesn't make any sense.
So
that
we're
you're
going to change the criteria on it.
Yeah, I will
Not
right
to
fucking
you,
now.
not to yours, because that doesn't make
I
any
don't
sense.
understand how that makes any
We're saying
sense.
championship opportunities. So
By
they could have
that
been
logic-
in the conference finals and been a play away.
That's so cheap.
Okay, so you don't
That's
think
so
that
cheap.
when the Patriots lost in 06 to Indy in the AFC Championship game, they would have gone on to Chicago and they would have beat the Bears. So that's not getting left on the table.
Okay, fine. That might be the one exception.
Okay, well, I have
outside
an
of that,
exception,
it's like,
too.
oh, well, if every team just did a little bit better and they made it to the championship, then they could have won. That's fucking cheap.
Hey, that's the only one that I have too that wasn't in the championships. I don't know why you're getting all heated
Well,
about
well,
it. You almost had a
that's
stroke a second ago. You gonna have another one? Tone it down.
So I guess I could say
Damn it.
honestly, this is the team out of. So maybe the Red Sox are least important to me. No, Bruins are probably in the pecking order last when it comes to Boston teams.
You're a basketball guy.
But I will say, the championship. So I'll go by Andy's criteria. They have to be in the title game.
Thank you.
The championship that bothers me the most is when me and RJ linked up in the Cape in 2019. We got together for Game 7 of the Bruins and in St. Louis, and they just blew it on. They blew it. No, I knew the name.
That one
And
hurt.
they blew
that
it.
one hurt.
They
we
blew
had
it.
we had a chance to win 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
And the Bruins blew it on home
Me and
ice.
RJ were just
I spent like $70
I would have.
out that
I would
night,
have.
too.
Yeah.
I would have bet
Bought a
my.
pizza,
I would have bet my
you know.
life savings that they were gonna win that game.
Dude. I
And
mean, at least.
Thank God. Thank God, my life savings was only like $130.
That first goal went in, and then the second one right at the end of
Yeah.
the first period
Yeah.
because Marchand didn't stay on the ice. And
Yeah.
I just think even after the first one, like the oxygen got sucked out of that place, and you're playing like tight booty hole.
Yeah.
Like you're
Like you
playing
gotta shit.
nervous. You're
Yeah.
playing scared.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this is
It was in the garden. The cup was there. We need that. They needed that second shot.
For this era of the last 20 years to be considered a success.
And that's why if the season gets canceled, it would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Seeing how they've been
right. They were that close. They were well on their way back there this year.
It'd be good for them to be 2-2.
They've been playing. Yeah, they've been playing with that extra motivation, that chip on their shoulder all season. You could see that.
It's tough, man. It sucks.
Mine's definitely got to be the 07 Patriots.
07 Pats. That's
a good.
I mean, you blew the perfect season.
One game away.
Fucking Eli Manning, dude, to that bum ass Giants team. Granted, that Giants team had a nasty defense. And that defense.
It was their front seven was incredible. Well, they knocked Brady down 14 times that game.
Would you trade 1 or even 2 Super Bowls
for that one?
For that one,
no.
For the undefeated one?
Yeah, I might trade the latest one, the one against the Rams.
No. If it's a 1-for-1 swap, I think any one of us would do that.
No, but
if it's a 2-for-1 swap,
you have to
so he could have that perfect season on his notch.
Yes.
That's a great question.
I would consider that. If I could trade
maybe trade the Panthers Super Bowl and the Rams.
You couldn't you couldn't give away the Seahawks or the
Rams.
Falcons. Or the Falcons one, right? Because I mean, those 2 Super Bowls.
So it would be latest Rams and one of the first.
So it would have to be either.
Panthers was a good Super Bowl though.
One of the first 3 that he won,
and then the last one.
I would almost dare to say that I'd trade all 3.
You're crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I was just about to say it would be nice, but then he would have 3 Super Bowl losses. Is having that undefeated season really worth
Okay, fine, but I would actually trade 2
for 1.
If it meant that I could get that perfect season with Tom Brady.
Because I don't know if you can trade 2 rings.
That solidifies you 2.
I'm not trading. He's got as
okay,
many.
But
if I can do one, if I can do 1 for 1, obviously.
If you trade 2, then you're technically only giving up 1 ring.
Yeah, but if you trade 1, that means you're losing that game. It's not just you're Xing it from history.
He's at Michael Jordan's
got to count as a loss
with 6.
Yeah,
6 and 6.
Yeah, but I would rather 5.
They both have 6.
Yeah,
him and Jordan.
I would rather 5 with the perfect season under it. I would.
I mean, I'm sure. Well, he would be the GOAT with either your situation or the current situation. So,
no, I'm not so sure.
You think with yours you'd be more as a GOAT?
Yeah.
No.
Going a little off topic here is what's going on in the world. The coronavirus. Is that going to change how you? What do you mean the what? The coronavirus. You got me on that.
Yeah. The what?
Is that going to change how you do things moving forward? Are you going to be nervous going into a movie theater? Stuff like that. Are you going to be? I'm going to be
more diligent. I'm going to be. Yeah. I'm going to be washing my hands extra. Sanitizing more. I'm going to
gloves, masks, and everywhere.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't really even do much of that now. I mean, I'm
wearing my mask right now, but
I wear a little bandana whenever I go into public places, and sometimes I'll have some gloves on. But I don't know. I'm usually disgusted by people, anyways. That this hasn't changed all that much for me. I usually don't like to.
I will take extra precautions to not contract germs. I'm not gonna change my lifestyle though.
That's a good way to look at it. Will you be hesitant to go to a sporting event?
No, I'm going everywhere in public. You know.
Okay. Well, I mean, some people probably are.
I
think
I understand.
Teams are going to take a hit. Attendance is going to take a hit in the next year until there's a vaccine. The way I see it.
I think I said to you guys earlier. The governor of California said that there may not be large gatherings.
Yeah, till what?
Fall of 2021.
Jesus. So that's over a year.
I might be dead by then.
Okay, we don't got to go there.
You could be.
Well, I am going there.
Why don't you change your lifestyle then a little bit?
Well, I'm not saying that I might die of natural causes. I might just die
a freak accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just too dark. Why don't we start talking about that?
I think I'm gonna die.
All right. Well, hey, Jesse, you got something to change the conversation?
No.
Andy, you got anything outside the world of sports? Even though I kind of just dipped into it.
Yeah, I think I might die.
Wow, that's just not bringing anything to the table other than the fact that you're depressing everybody.
Off topic, I can say that I've been eating well through this quarantine.
Have you really?
If there's one thing I've been doing, it's ordering a lot of food
today.
Well, that's eating well for me.
What?
I've just been having a lot of takeout and
shout out. So you've been eating
you've been eating like a king. You're saying?
Yeah, I said eating well. Oh no, I'm not eating healthy.
Yeah,
no. I've been eating like a king. I'm ordering out a lot with nothing else to do than order out. And if
Why don't you
not,
cook?
shout out to my mom. She's always cooking, when she's home, so that's great.
Mama Mullen.
Yep, she makes some great meals. Love that.
When all this is over, if you guys want to come over, I make a mean Spam sandwich. You might not feel good 3 hours after.
Yeah, I think
RJ
If you
eats
saw my
Spam.
tweet, you know what I'm talking
might take
about.
a rain check on that.
You gotta
Spam.
know that everyone that's listening's gotta know that RJ was eating Spam pretty regularly up until his most
No.
recent experience.
I had not had
Spam,
Spam in like
RJ?
10 years.
Yeah, but
Spam?
you've been eating it, since
Do you-
then.
years ago.
Do you
No,
even
no,
know
but
what's
then
in
you
Spam?
were-
Do you even know what's in Spam?
It's like pork. It's like, I don't know,
That's
but
it?
when I opened that can, dog food. It was like,
It's just pork paste.
ground up bones and
well, your brother was like, hey, why don't you should cook it in maple syrup. I don't know how to cook.
Oh,
it was
that's
at 2 in the
fancy.
morning. I had some drinks in me. I put some mustard on it.
and
on
he
a
cooked
to-
it with maple syrup.
with mustard. It was on some Dude, this is just
No wonder
horrible
you
idea.
threw up.
Had some tortilla chips. I was like, this is kind of good.
Actually, it doesn't sound so bad.
Pass out on the couch. Wake up 3 hours later. You know when you... I knew something was going on in my stomach. Yeah, it was not good. It was not a good night. I was up for about 3 hours. Jesus, look at what you're doing to yourself.
I'm
Everyone's
sorry.
going to think you're infected now.
I'm not. I'm good.
The way you're coughing. Want to move on to the
I have
draft?
my-
Yeah, I think we should move on.
I'm excited for this.
Hey, so for this criteria, because we're going to be posting this.
I'm going to poll on Twitter.
Yeah, but so is it going to be like pick your favorite trio or pick the best?
Pick the
trio?
best. Pick the
Pick
best.
the best, really?
What do you mean
You don't think it should be like everyone, like the fans, like opinion on what? Because
So
if it's
then,
going
what are
the
we just picking
best,
fan favorites now? I thought we
No,
were just picking
but,
all
like,
time.
Best what?
it should be your favorite grouping, not like we can pick. Who, I don't know.
Then it's the same thing because are you?
What?
Gonna,
So then first pick's gonna have the best grouping. I don't
not
know.
necessarily. I kind of would rather pick third.
I
than
guess
first.
either way, it's gonna be based
Are we
off
still-
of who they like the most.
Are we still
If you
doing
want
the
to do,
show
it's
right
gonna be
now?
your birthday in a little bit. If you want to do favorite, I'll give you that.
Well, no,
That's my birthday.
When
gift
is
to
your
you.
birthday?
I'm just saying
27th?
they should be
Fourth.
picking off of after we
Fourth.
pick our teams.
24th.
Oh.
They should be picking their favorite grouping. I think that was.
We can talk about it.
Could have gone without saying. Now probably.
Are we still doing
Okay.
the show?
Yeah, I think we're still on. I think the microphone's still plugged in. Does
All right.
anybody want to go first?
How about since I don't even know if
Since
I'm
you
ready.
have a problem with it, why don't you go first?
What do you mean you're not ready? Who are you gonna pick?
No.
I think it's pretty obvious who somebody should pick at one.
All right, I'm gonna pick out one.
You gotta write these down.
101. Let's go.
I'll keep track
Stop
for
picking a
everyone's.
pen, by the way.
Sorry. I'll keep
alright.
track of all three of ours. With the first pick in the all-time Boston sports draft, I'm gonna select Larry Bird.
Wow, that's awesome.
Really not gonna go Brady there.
Nope.
Do you want to go second, or you want me to go?
You can go.
I can go second. Yeah, I guess I'll go Brady. I didn't think he was going to be there for me at number 2. But yeah, I'll take Thomas Edward Brady.
Fine, I'll take Poppy.
David Ortiz.
Larry Bird.
No, he's been up at Snake Draft.
No, I know. I was just gonna
Alright.
say a word on Larry Bird as well, because I know he just said Ortiz, right?
Nah,
Say
it's
a word
okay.
on Larry.
Don't say
Well, I
it.
was just
legend.
gonna say, his numbers. He may not have the rings that Brady does, but he did win 3.
Are you gonna write down my pick?
Why didn't you never confirmed it? David Ortiz.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Larry Bird, only player in NBA history to win 3 NBA MVPs consecutive. So something you
Steve
didn't
Nash
know.
didn't do it?
No, he only won 2 MVPs.
I thought Steve Nash won 3.
Someone
Okay.
actually, there may be one other person who's won 3 MVPs in a row, like maybe MJ or someone way back when. But yeah, Bird's either the only or in a group of the only to do it.
My pick again?
Yep.
Bill
Yep.
Russell.
Bill Russell for Andy.
Is it me or you?
It's RJ's turn now.
Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr. So then it comes.
No, go ahead.
Let's see here.
No. Got
No,
nothing.
I mean I got it. I just give me another half second. Or
Do you want to look at people? I got a list of guys. So to cover time. This is an all-time Boston sports draft. All time. You still not ready?
Oh, I
pick?
was listening to what you were saying.
I was just trying to fill time. You're fidgeting the pen too.
You're right. It's because I'm on the clock here. I will go with, let's see, Patriots, Celtics. Give me Pedro Martinez.
I like it.
Probably the best pitcher to ever grace the Red Sox. And I get another pick
Maybe,
'cause it's the
maybe
Snake,
except
right?
Yeah,
for
sure.
What?
the Rocket.
Huh?
Said maybe except for the Rocket.
Who, Roger Clemens?
Yeah.
People would say that Pedro at his prime is the best pitcher of all
Yeah,
time.
people
That's
just Rogers Clemens
longevity
numbers are
and
insane.
career,
Yeah.
but Pedro at his prime, probably. It's up for debate. That's another episode. My third pick will be. I'll get Paul Pierce off the board.
I don't think he was gonna go, but
You're probably right.
I'll go Ted Williams.
It's a solid all-time list RJ's got going.
I needed a baseball player.
If it's
in there
based
too.
off of their... whatever. Go ahead, Andy.
Babe Ruth.
You got two in a row, by the way.
Babe Ruth. I didn't even
like
think
that?
of that. I didn't even think of that.
Huh, motherfucker?
Take your time on your next picks. I could use a little time getting to mine. Right? Not too much time, though.
See, like I almost want, like, I feel like Babe Ruth's kind of a cheap pick, and I kind of want to take another cheap pick.
Go ahead, go for it.
Nobody gives a fuck about Boston Sox, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, he's a Yankee. He's a Yankee. I think you're disqualified.
Shit. Can I
No,
change it?
you can repick if you want. That's fine.
No.
All right, no, you're right. Picks are fine.
I can't repick.
You're right, actually. RJ's
Let's
got
go.
a
All right,
point.
fine. Since I'm on it anyways, I'll pick another cheap pick. Randy Moss.
What?
I like it, but
There should be 12 picks. So, you should be taking guys that are top 12. Randy Moss is a top 12 Boston sports athlete.
that's his list. Maybe people will like it.
Gronk.
Gronk, okay.
Gronk's a loser.
What do you mean he's a loser?
Idiot.
He's probably the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah, probably.
So I have Larry Legend, Pedro Martinez, Paul Pierce.
Take KG. He's a Celtic.
Just relax, all right?
Yeah, 3 Celtics. Why don't you get a football player in there?
I didn't know Pedro played for the Celtics.
Oh, well, you still need a football player. You
Yeah,
got
I
2
know. All right,
basketball
who do you want me to
players.
pick? Fucking Wes Welker? I don't know. Give
Carl
me a sec.
Yastrzemski, you could pick.
I don't want Yaz. Fuck Yaz. No, I'm kidding. Legend.
Fuck his shoes.
He never won a title though.
Pick John Hanna.
I don't
He's
want
like an
John
all-time
Hanna.
offensive
Yeah,
line.
I
You're
know who
killing
John
me.
Hanna is.
You're killing
I
me
don't
right
even
now.
know who John Hanna
We'll
is.
do. I'll go with.
Deion Branch.
Yeah.
Deion Branch. He's a good Patriot.
You guys are putting me on the spot.
Well, a little preparedness.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. I'll go with
I mean, if you look at my list, those are all Boston athletes.
Oh, those are big names.
And they're
It's
all huge Hall of Famers.
Babe Ruth. That's
Yeah.
a bad pick.
What?
You think it's a bad pick?
That's a bad pick.
Why is that a bad pick?
Because he's not
It's
not
the
even
Babe.
an all-time Red Sox. He's like an all-time Yankee.
It's
says-
the Babe.
Oh,
says
what are you,
it's the
Sandlot
Babe.
now? You're going to go full Sandlot?
I'm just saying. I mean, he played for the Red Sox.
Disappointed in you.
You
Jesse, you
just-
got to make a pick. I'm
you just-
forcing you to make a pick right now.
Will you relax? Let him take his time
no, he's
and
right.
fucking argue with
right.
me about Babe Ruth not
It's my
being
time. I'll
a
take.
Red Sox player.
I'll
played
take
for the Red
Julian
Sox,
Edelman.
didn't Jesus
That's a
Christ.
troll job.
That's a worse pick you could have had.
He's probably gets more credit than Babe Ruth does.
He's not even a Hall of Famer. Everybody on this list is a Hall of Famer except for Julian Edelman.
And he's a borderline pedophile, and you put him on your all-time list.
Ah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, you
That's
should be
disgusting.
ashamed
you
of
guys
yourself.
didn't rush me.
Well,
RJ did. RJ's like, let's
So-
wrap
so-
this up.
so
Right,
what-
go
and
home.
Rush-
what do we-
It's snowing tonight. I gotta
Rush
get
includes
home.
before the show, and you're like, all right, let's
what are we
record.
gonna sit? So was I gonna sit here and not say anything? We're just gonna sit here and wait for Jesse to pick.
Sure, yeah, I would have given him as
'Cause
much
that's-
time as he needed.
Because that's good content.
Hey,
That's
guys,
good
have you guys-
content.
have you
That's
Yeah,
trash.
you and I going back and forth about Babe Ruth not playing for the fucking Red Sox might be some good
Hey,
content.
have you guys watched anything good recently?
No.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. Looking for a good scary movie?
Saw it. Horrible movie.
Sounds
No,
terrible.
you did not see it.
I did. It was
Did
a
you
bad
really?
movie, yes.
Did you really?
I'm gonna
You
read
didn't
off
like
our
it?
lineups just so
Wait,
everyone
well,
hears
hold
them.
on.
No,
You
that
didn't
movie
like that
sucked.
movie?
No.
How do you not like that movie?
And by the way,
What didn't
that
you
other
like
movie
about it?
recommendation you had was shot
Which
down
one, the
as being
platform?
horrible.
Which one?
Whatever the horror one that we did when
Green
he
Room?
wasn't here. No, there was a horror one. The horror movie that you had.
The
Think
Witch?
about it. Yes, The Witch.
Who shot it down? Norm?
Yeah.
Norm Olden.
Watch what you say. He's a huge fan of
Major
the show.
fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Are you
we
kidding
don't talk
me?
down on
Yeah,
Norm.
he's a
The Witch sucked. The Witch
He's a
sucked.
huge fan.
I didn't get it. I didn't even understand it. Who's the witch?
Roll over. I'm thirsty.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
So Jesse's lineup: Larry Bird, Pedro, Paul Pierce, Julian Edelman. My lineup: Brady Orr, Ted Williams, Gronkowski, and Andy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Boring.
Yeah.
Ortiz,
Bobby,
Bill Russell,
Bobby
Babe Ruth,
Boring.
and Randy Moss for Andy.
Yeah!
You're destroying everybody's ears.
I'm sorry.
Hitting the table.
I'm sorry.
No, I think they're gonna like that.
I mean, I think I won that.
This should be.
I mean, I have the biggest names on the list.
When we put this on Twitter, it should be 100%.
Ortiz, Bill Russell, Babe Ruth, Randy Moss.
Well, it depends how the question's gonna be worded. It's gonna say which lineup is. I don't know.
No, it's going all time. Who is the better all time lineup? Not who you like.
I think it should be
better.
what's your favorite list here.
No, now, yeah, that would probably benefit you guys.
All-time athletes that may have played for Boston at least once.
What the fuck ever?
This turned into a train wreck. You guys got anything else to say? We got to get out of here.
Autopsy of Jane Doe, good movie. Watch it.
If anybody wants
did
to
you
play,
really watch that movie?
Yes.
I run a pro clubs team called FC Granby. If anybody's looking to play, we're looking for center backs. Hit me up on Xbox Live.
Okay.
I don't know what
that's going to do it for us.
don't know
Thanks
what
for
that
listening. We'll talk to you next week.
Are we cutting?
Yeah, we'll talk. What do you mean?
That's it?
Yeah,
I'm already
that's it.
going upstairs.
I feel like we're just getting
We've
going.
been here for an hour, Andy. We'll talk to you next week.
All
Thanks
right,
for
Gotta
listening.
charge my
See you
jewel.
guys.
Peace.